Hello everyone, my name is Steve TV Online, and I am going to be submitting Dreamworks Dragons Legends of the Nine Realms to the Marathon. This game just came out in 2022, very new, and we've kind of broken this game down quite a bit. I'm going to be showing off these tricks as best as I can, while also trying to explain the story. I'm going to be playing on the Challenge Mode category, which is basically our New Game Plus. I have everything unlocked. I've found every exit, all abilities, everything. So this is going to allow for us to go through the game a little bit faster, but also in a challenging way with also the challenge modes. So without further ado, the timing will begin the second that I hit A here on the first challenge. In 3, 2, 1, go. So the first challenge of the challenge mode here is that all of my dragons are stronger, but so are the other dragons, which isn't really going to really work out that well. And it's also going to give us our very first trick that's going to be coming up right away in this first area. You're also going to see me holding down the flying and holding down the A button. This is actually the fastest movement that we'll be doing, but also I'm not going to really be doing it that much, in all honesty, because there's a lot of different things that I'm going to be doing to get the tricks done. Alright, that was really good. We have to destroy those enemies in order for this to be able to be hit. So we're going to hit this 3 times and then hit that once, and we're going to try and be skipping a lot of cutscenes like this. So our first trick is right here. You're going to be seeing me do dash attack over and over again. That allows for me to go and actually skip hitting one of the switches right there and skipping like 10 seconds of cutscene. We're going to go here, and we're going to hit that. That was really good, hitting that. Then we're going to go up here, and we're going to go up and around, and then we're going to fight dragons. So, this actually takes place in the How to Train Your Dragon series series, but it's 1,300 years in the future, which is basically present day for that, for this game to take place. And this is actually a really descendant of Toothless. This is Thunder the Nightlight, which is a Night Fury and Light Fury combined. And here we go for one more trick. We're going to be doing this once again. That skips one. Ah, crap. One fight. And we have to do this last fight, which is unfortunate. You can skip over this final fight, but I dropped too low. So what I'm doing with this trick is we're hitting a height limit of some of the flight, or of when we fly into the air. And we hold that, because every time that we're doing that dive in the attack, or just the attack, it's keeping us in the air. So if we dive that attack, dive, attack, dive, attack, dive, attack, or attack, 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 it's keeping us in the air for longer. It's not that big of an issue if you get caught on that last one. It just loses, like, maybe, like, 15 seconds just fighting the dragon and watching the celebration, but that's not that big of an issue. Alright, so now we're going on to the second one, and there will be another trick, and the challenge of this next one is that our dragons are constantly losing health, but if they attack enemies, they gain back their health. They absorb health from the enemies. So I'm going to try and be going through this level as quickly as possible without having to worry about our health that much. We're going to go over here, go up, then we're going to go over here. So I'm going to be going over here. That was really good, Steve. And now you're going to go over here. And we're going to go down. I'm going to attack that. Then I'm going to be turning around, going up. So you can see my health is still dropping down. Go down. And now this is going to be my dragon that I'm going to go after. This is a Skrill, and Skrills are actually the biggest enemies of the of our dragon friends here. So what I did is I kind of messed up here because all we have to do really is we can go up here and we can actually use Plowhorn to completely skip that, and now we're going to switch back over to Thunder here, and Thunder is going to go around, and we're going to hit that. And then we are going to finish up this level by going back around again. And finishing up. That was pretty good. We did hit one of the switches, which lost us a little bit of time, but we did the second one just fine, which is perfectly fine with me. So now we're going to go on to the next level, and the next level is pretty broken. There's quite a few skips that we have to do. Including going around the final cutscene, but this is actually one of my favorite levels just because of all the skips that we have to do. And Plowhorn's broken ability of the dive is going to come in handy here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to be... Usually what you would have to do is you would have to fight enemies on both sides, and then you would have to use the vents to get up to the top. However, we're only going to be doing the second... opening up the second vent for us. Here we go. Go over here to the right and open up only this vent. Now you're going to see me doing a different sort of attack here. I'm going to be attacking enough, then I'm going to be roaring. And this roar you're actually going to be seeing me do a lot because that roar actually weakens the enemies. For some reason, I don't know why, but, and I mean, weakens all enemies, I mean every enemy. I'm not sure if it works on the bosses, but we're not going to be worrying about that at all. Okay, we're going to go over here, we're going to land down, and then we're just going to hit the switch. We do have to hit the switch, unfortunately. But even though we're, like, right up close next to the switch over there, we actually cannot hit it. It's not activated until we actually complete those fights. So now we have the second vent open. We're going to go over here, and we're going to go in and control Plowhorn. We're going to go over this way. And then we're going to go up and around here. We're going to land down there. We're going to switch out into Woan Wei, which is good. Then we're going to go this way. We're going to switch back into Plowhorn because we're going to need him one more time to do that same move that he just did, but over this way this time. So Plowhorn is going to go over here and he's going to do this. He's going to fly over. He's going to land down, then we're going to switch ourselves over to Thunder. We're going to hit that and continue on staying Thunder for this final area. We're going to go over here and we're going to make sure that we hit that, and we're not going to walk forward because we can fall off at this little area if we're not careful enough. Okay, now we're going to go over here and we're going to go up, over, and we're going to, this is the final fight of this level. We're going to completely skip it by going around the outside edge of this area. So we're going to go in here and around, and there we go. That was really fast, going around the circle. That's the only way you can get around it. There's no way of actually getting above it in order to skip the fight. So that is what we do exactly right there, what I just did. Alright, so now we're going on to this next level, and this next area is the main area of the main level that we will be able to do some donation reading, because there's a cutscene that's unskippable, one of the 2 cutscenes in the entire game that are unskippable in the challenge mode. And then we have an auto-scroller level. And the challenge for this one is that if your dragons end up dying, they don't come back for the rest of the level. And that's not a challenge for this level in particular. However, levels coming up, when this comes up, they are somewhat of a challenge. So that's just showing that every dragon in this level are very weak. I don't know why they have us do that, or why they have us watch this, but this cutscene is going on. This is where we would first get Plowhorn, the dragon that you saw me using those last skips on. So some of those skips are not possible to do in the any percent run. So this is why I find this challenge mode a little bit more fun, because of the little bit more challenges that we have to do, as well as it's the New Game Plus, so we get to show off a little bit more to the game with the abilities. 90%. So, to explain the story a little bit more, since there's not going to be any donations read this time around, so this is, like I said, this takes 1,300 years in the past, or into, not the past, the future, And all these squirrels that are coming by, they're the enemies of Thunder and his family. And the whole story is that Thunder is going to try and find his family because they were frightened off by all the squirrels. But in his adventures, he ends up meeting up with 3 other dragons that are willing to help him get past and defeat all the enemies to try and find his dragon family. So if you're lucky there, you're able to go and you can boost through these like this, and you won't get hit. So now we're gonna go through the middle here. Like I said, through this whole thing, I won't have to talk, like, at all. This could be a massive donation reading session to catch up on stuff, because there's not a lot going on in this one level. This is one of the few levels in the entire run that stuff like this is going to happen, because normally there's a lot going on in other levels. And by a lot, I mean there's going to be a lot of fighting. There's a lot of dragon fighting in this game. Alright, so we got that switch that we have to hit. And then we're going to go through here. Alrighty. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So, the one way to speed this up, this level up, if you call it speeding it up, the one way to do that is by not destroying any of the Skrills that are coming after us. Reason being is because every time you destroy an enemy, the game stops and freezes for a couple of seconds, and that's just part of the game. It's not like a glitch or anything, it's just part of the game. Alright.
Come on, you're almost there.
Yes, I am almost there. I most surely am almost there. Okay, we're gonna go around here. And also another thing about the Skrills there, like just dodging the Skrills, they can get hurt and die instantly off of that fire, those fire, like you just saw right there. We're gonna go down, and finally, we're literally at the very end of this level. Like I said, right at the very end of this level, we're going to go over here, and we are going to be done. One thing I do want to point out is that the skin, not this skin, this is the original skin, but the skin that I'm wearing can actually be an incentive for the run, for which skin I'm going to be using for Thunder here. And I'm using my skin, which is to complete every level. And I really like the skin, but I'm going to let people decide what skin that they can use.
The Beast.
Alright, so this is the Beast. This is the first boss. This is the dragon that you saw in that last level during the cutscene. She is able to be beaten in one cycle. If I do everything correctly here, the one cycle was accidentally found by me, and I've been able to replicate it many a time. So if I do everything correctly here, I will have a one cycle on my hand, and I'll be able to show it off for you guys. It's really cool. So this is going to kind of look weird. I'm going to start attacking her before anything else happens. Then I want her to go this way. The camera did move over, but that's perfectly fine. We're going to go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to attack her as much as we can. We're going to try and get her down to half health here. That's exactly what we wanted. Yeah. We're going to stand right here. It doesn't really matter. Because what's going to happen is she's going to fly into the air. We're going to get this cutscene here. And because of that, we're going to fly over here and we're going to fly up. We're going to make sure we get over here fast enough because we need to attack her at a certain time right now. Ah, that's fine. If you attack her at the right time there, you can get her in one cycle. I had to wait just a little bit longer for that. This is going to be 2 cycle. Alright. You can stop now, thank you. Okay, one more time. Around. That's when I was supposed to wait for it last time. That's perfectly fine. A 2-cycle is still perfectly good. Normally you would have to wait 3 cycles for her to get down. But if you know what you're doing and when to attack her, you can get her on 1 cycle or 2 cycles. Alright, and like that we are done with the first realm, which is the bio realm. We're going into the ice realm, which is by far my least favorite realm. There's not that many skips in this entire one, and I don't hate it because of that, but I hate it because it's very difficult and very annoying. And this is only the second realm. After this, you might think, well, doesn't it get harder? Well, in a way it does, but the skips get more fun and a lot more exciting. There's only one minor skip in this very beginning area. We're going to be controlling what's his face? Plowhorn. Right here at the very beginning. And Plowhorn has fire for his attacks. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay high here. We're going to attack the fire, and then we're just going to fly over. We don't need to finish doing it. So if you can consider that a skip, that is a skip. We don't need to do that. We're just going to go this way, and then we're going to go around. We're going to fly down here, and we're actually going to... So if you get lucky there, you can actually hit that in between those two areas there. It's really nice. And now, you might think, well, aren't you wasting time hitting all those? No, I'm not. I'm actually supposed to do that. Otherwise, you can't continue. Well, I guess you can continue. No, you see, that's what I'm saying. You cannot continue on if you don't hit those. There we go. So, I just want to kind of show you. I wanted to show it to you guys. So now we're going to go this way. One more hit here, and I believe I can switch over to... Yep, this is where I can switch over to Thunder. And now we're going to be fighting enemies normally. So those are my favorite enemies to fight. Just because they're hilarious, because they cannot fly, but they are fast. And if I need to heal up, they are the best enemies to heal up on, because one hit off of them, I have a healing spell, a healing attack that I can do with Thunder. And if I need to heal up, they're the best ones to heal up on, because I completely get all my health back with one hit of attacking those guys. So I'm going to hover over this rock here, because normally in between everything you would fall down to the ground, but if you're hovering over something that you really can't hover over, or you can't fall down on, then you'll stay flying and you don't have to hold down the button again to fly. Alright, so this is the last fight section here. So what I'm doing here is, these guys are getting hurt by the spikes that are on the ground. I'm just using my Thunder to attack them at that point. Come on. There we go. Get this last one dead, and there we go. That was actually pretty good. This, I believe, is the end of the level. Yep, there's the end of the level. Perfect. That was actually pretty decent. I'll take that level. So that's number 1. We're going on to World 2, which I believe there are no skips in. Or level 2, which I believe there are no skips in. One thing that you might have noticed is I was losing health if I was in the air for too, or not in the air, in the ice for too long. That's just because I'm basically getting frostbite the entire time.
Crystal Lake.
Alright, so what we have here is all enemies apply a confusion to the game, or if they hit you. And that confusion will make you go the opposite direction. There we go. We're going to do that. And now I'm going to become Wu and Wei. I believe I need them again. Wu and Wei, this is going to be your first time, well, second time actually see me use them. Yep, I do need them. What they do is they have fire on their hands. It's a lot easier to attack with. So now I'm going to switch back over to Plowhorn here, because Plowhorn has a really nice attack that gets us through there a lot quicker. I'm going to hit this once with Plowhorn, and then I'm going to switch over to Thunder here, so we don't get hurt as badly from the ice. Alright, one more of these speed stingers, then we have a couple more enemies. There's no way of going around this. We actually have to fight all the enemies. There we go, and maybe. All right. We're gonna fly over here and maybe get these guys. We're gonna switch over to Wu and Wei. The sole purpose of this is Wu and Wei actually attack with fire, and it's actually a lot stronger of an attack than anything that Thunder would do against those guys. Ow. We're gonna switch off just so we can heal. We're only doing this just so we can heal off. Actually, this was perfect timing because we have to switch off to them anyway. Perfect. All right. So every time that your dragons are not in play, they're actually healing up. They're actually healing up from all the damage that they've taken, unless it says otherwise. Alright, here we go. Over here, switch off. And one more fight to finish this off. They're gonna be in the middle here. No. Near the end, they're gonna be in the middle. Come on. Alright, we have a couple more. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch off to Wu and Wei, because we have 3 spitters and a crystal whip. And crystal whips are the worst enemies in the entire game, in my opinion. Now we're going to go here and we're just going to get it and finish off the level right up here. There we go, and we are done with the level. Alright, so now we're going on to the next level, level 3, 2-3. And once again, there's not a skip that we can do in this next section.
Ice realm.
So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through the level. Some of the fights that I have to take a little bit longer for are perfect times for donations to be read. The challenge that is in this one is that the snow wraiths are stronger in this area, and snow wraiths are one of my favorite enemies because they're not that difficult to go against. So right here we don't really need anybody to do anything special, so we're just going to be controlling oh well, I always forget about this. We're going to be controlling thunder for most of this. I'm going to switch on and off because it doesn't take that much time to switch on and off. We're going to fly over that way. There we go. I lied, there was a trick here. However, I got stuck and I lost too much height. You can actually skip this fight entirely, going both directions, going through that area. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. So these are the snow wraiths. They don't usually attack you, and then they become invisible. That's their defense mechanism. And when they become invisible, if you find them, they're really weak. Alright, so unfortunately we did not get to skip there. I ran into a wall, didn't get to do it, but we don't have to worry about it on the way back, which is a good thing. Alright, here we go. We're going to get Wu and Wei, and we are going to attack it. Switch over to Thunder so we can get all the way over there. There we go. So normally if we were trying to head back this way to go out, I would have had to do one from way back there just so I can skip over all of this. It's quite the hassle. Alright, we're gonna switch over to Wu and Wei again. Going here, and we're gonna switch back over because we have one last fight that we have to do in this section. Get the snow wraiths really quick. So the bad part about that is you just saw me destroy a dragon, kill a dragon. Well, he came from the outside area, so he doesn't count, and they can do that quite a bit. It can be very annoying. Alright, you snow wraith, come on. Perfect. Alright, and like that, we are going to head back in this way, and we are going to finish up the level. Alright, this next level is probably one of my favorites. Just the movement in it is really fun. The level is really fun. We're going to be going, and we are going to be going through
Ice round.
the snow blowing air the entire time, but we're going to be controlling thunder the entire time. It's a really fun level. It's just the movement in it is really fun. All right. So we're going to switch off and go right away. Oops. There we go. Come on. Thank you. I love this level. Come on, thank you. Got stuck behind the icicles. And now we are going to go over here where we have our fight, our only fight of the level, and we have to go over this way in order to get past them. Perfect. Now we'll stay right here. We'll get a snow wraith that spawns down right. Ouch. Oops, that's fine. He's our last guy that we have to get. Alright, and that's the end of the level. I love that level. Alright, I hope everybody's favorite dragon is Wu and Wei so far, because Wu and Wei are actually are really important in this next boss, because Wu and Wei actually do more damage to this boss than any of the dragons, any of the other dragons. Because of the fire, it can also set the boss on fire when we attack, which is actually really good. So the challenge of this next one here is that we lose health. Once again, we lose health constantly, but we also gain it back if we attack. And we're never not going to be attacking the boss. Alright, so let's go. In order to spawn in the boss, you have to go all the way over here. See, like I said, we're already done with the first phase here. We're gonna stand right here. Then we're gonna go over. So this boss is also completely random. You never know what it's going to do. You want to hope for it to stay out from doing that diving motion as much as you can. Cool. It got lit on fire, so that's what we wanted to happen. This is the one that you don't want it to do. Ow. Alright. Let's attack it more. So that's what you want it to do. Oh, that was 22 damage. almost done with this fight. You can see the health down on the bottom. And this will be finished up in no time. And that's the fight. Really fast, really simple. There we go. That was a fast fight. We're getting some 22 damage on it. Alright, so now we're going on to the Fire Realm. And the Fire Realm has quite a few different tricks that we're able to do. One including, if I do it correctly, knock on wood, to completely skip an entire level. It'll be the first of 2 times that we actually do that in this entire run. The second one is a lot easier than this one is. So as long as you know where you're going, it looks beautiful. Alright, Fire Realm, this first one. There are health crystals, and if your dragon dies, they do not respawn. So you have to be very careful. I cannot remember if there's any skips in this first area. We don't really need anybody. We're gonna go this way. We're going to get rid of these skrills. They're always going to spawn in the same spot, so as long as I know where they're spawning, then it just makes it easier. And then the last 2 will spawn in the same areas that they just did the first 2. I'm going to switch to Plowhorn. I cannot remember. I'm going to try it once. I cannot remember if Plowhorn can get up this. But we're going to try here. Yep, he can. There we go. That's one. There's another one that's over here that Plowhorn is able to completely skip. We're going to go over here. And there we go. So we're going down this middle here. This is the faster route around here. Okay, this area, we're gonna get the first enemy, which is up here. Do the same thing down here. Then we're gonna stay down here, we're gonna get the enemy down there, and then there's one that's gonna be on the second level. So these grip hooks, these death grippers, are actually my second least favorite enemies in the entire game. I just cannot stand them. And now the final one, we're going to go down here to start out. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to get this one. We're going to get some health. Then if you'll fly over here, that would be awesome. Perfect, that was a really good fight. We'll take that. So now you'll see that we're kind of a little bit low on health here. That's perfectly fine. So we're going to go over here. We're going to be able to pick up some of those healths right there. Okay, please. And now we have another fight, and this is the end of the level. It's a very short one if you do a couple of good things here. That other Death Gripper wants to join in, or the other Skrill. Perfect. And now we're done with the level. It was very fast and very quick. Alrighty. we're going on to the level that I just talked about, which is the level that we can entirely skip once after we're done with the first fight. We are able to entirely skip over that level.
Fire realm.
All right, let's head over onto it.
Fire sky.
So, all of our attacks in this level up in the air, if we're up in the air, we attack better. And if we're on the ground, then we don't. Alright, so right here, we're going to switch over to... Well, that was weird. I wonder if you can go around this to completely even skip this fight. Okay, one more. We have two more. There's going to be one that spawns right around here. Now we're going to head all the way over here. I'm going to stay right here. Alright, here we go. A little bit of focus. Come on. There we go. I couldn't do anything there, which is very unfortunate, because now we actually have to do the fight. Right here. The camera angle was not turning for me. And I could not see exactly where we were. So I do get to show off the Eruptodon here. This guy is my favorite enemy in the entire thing. He's so big and so, like, massive. But he... he is so weak when you get him up into the air, he can't do anything. And I find it hilarious. Alright, so I basically skipped the entire level. Unfortunately, it did get me stuck there, which was very, very unfortunate, but you can skip that entire level just by flying over it like I did. Alright, so now we're going on to the next level here. And the next level, I'm trying to remember if we have a skip that we can do. Let me see. When I get into the level, I usually can remember. I don't think we have a skip in this level at all. But I do have to stay as Wei for these first two areas. And then after that, we're just going to continue on. We're going to switch over. There we go. Do some roaring. 2 more enemies. First one's gonna be another Death Gripper. And the other one is gonna be the Eruptodon, which is in the air. There we go. We're going to go over this way, and we're going to hit that. I remembered that. It is very easy. If you fall into that lava down below, you will die really, really fast. And I've done it way too many times to not remember that that's up there. Alright, so we are going to be switching over to Wu and Wei again soon here. But first we have to do this. Uh-oh, this is not good. Okay, well, we will take that. We're gonna switch over to Wu and Wei for this for just a second so we can get ourselves some health back. But this is actually a really good fight for Wu and Wei because they're gonna need to be there next time anyway. So the Eruptodon is not weak against any of the attacks of Wu and Wei, so we have to switch over really quick. And back over to Wu and Wei. Perfect. Oh, that was good. Didn't know you could hit it from way back here, but that worked out. Alright, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna hit that. Good, first try. Let's go. Now we're gonna go up and around, maybe. There we go. And now we're gonna switch over to Thunder. We're going to do a little bit of flippy floopies. And now we're going to go and we're going to get our dragons killed. Gonna go over here and I'm gonna get the Eruptodon next. The Eruptodon will spawn right over here. As you can see, he's a lot weaker in the air for some reason. Alright, and just like that, we are going to finish up the level by going this way. Whoa, where'd you guys come from? Perfect! Alright, so now we're going on to another one of those, the fourth level, which is just like a quicker level. It's not like a lot of, like, fighting. Usually, if you get into the fourth one of each one, this is 3-4 coming up, there's usually not fights that you have to do. But this is actually one of my favorite, another one of my favorite levels. It's kind of interesting.
Cauldron.
But here we go. So to start off the level, you are not able to fly whatsoever. So you have to. We start off as, we start off as Thunder. And what makes this really fun is you see those little spiked little orbs on the ground there. Those actually hurt you if you touch them, so it makes it a lot more, like, challenging, but it's, like, really fun. These are not in the any percent of those spikes, so it gives it more of, like, a fun experience. I got stuck on that. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, lava is actually following you. It's actually going up. So you have to make sure that you're fast enough. So in just a little bit here, we're going to be switching over to feathers. This will be the first time that you're going to see feathers. Because we don't use feathers. She's very weak. But I'm only switching to feathers only for one area and one area alone. And that's going to be coming up very soon here. Right here. Feathers is the only one that can get through that without dying. For some reason, everybody else dies. The only person that we fight here is the Eruptodon. Perfect. Then we're gonna go around the corner and we are almost done with this level. Go up, save, and over. And we are done with the level. That was actually a solid level. I really like that. So now we're going into Dark Valley. And Dark Valley are the worst levels in the entire game. Luckily we have a couple skips for it, honestly. But it's just miserable to go through. I just don't like going through Dark... Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I lied. We do have the boss first. I thought we had went through the boss, I'll be completely honest. But... The Earthquake. This boss. Okay. If I do this correctly, the challenge for this is that everything is sped up. Which is good for us, but also bad for us. But if I do this correctly, hopefully I will, it won't be that difficult for us. So, he is now rolling around on the ground here. I forgot to switch over fast enough, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna stay over this way. This should be the last wave. Perfect, perfect. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I only died once. Normally, if you do that perfectly, you will not die once. Our thing is over here. There it is. Alright, and that was the Earthquake. Now we are going to be going on to Dark Valley. So what you want to do with that boss is you want to try and, like, stay underneath him the entire time except for when he's rolling. That's when he can hurt you the most, but you want to run him into the wall, and then if you run him into the wall, just keep on attacking him. Just keep on attacking him, and that will allow for you to go and just hit him as much as you can. Because when he does that jump in the air and fall down, whatever he's doing, he can't hurt you. Okay, Dark Valley.
Dark Valley.
Into the dark. There isn't really any speed ups that we can do. Well, I think there is one. So hopefully we can get that. Alright, so Feather's special ability. Don't go that way, Steve. Okay, you went the right way. So normally I go to the right there. You want to go to the left. I did not follow the, you don't want to follow the things over that way. The crystals over that way. Oh, that's okay. I cannot tell you where I'm at. There we go. So what happened here is I skipped over one fight, and because I skipped over that one fight, it added on an extra enemy to this fight right here where we're at. Which is perfectly fine. Because they're not that difficult. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. We need to find something to hit. We don't need to find something to hit. This sucks because we're right here next to the final. Alright, so that was actually a pretty decent level. We will take that level any day. Excuse me. Alright, now we're going on to, the second level, and the second level, I actually found a skip here. What do you know? Steve found a skip. Because I do not like this next level at all. It's my worst level. Song of Madness is just miserable. So what I did is I wanted to really find a skip using our height glitch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a specific path to get enough height. We're going to go up here, up here, up here, here, and then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to go woo, 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 woo. Perfect, that's exactly what we want. There was nothing else that we really needed to do, so we just flew down low. Alright, and our first fight that we actually have to take. So we're going to destroy the Crystal Whip as quickly as possible. Oh. So it didn't do that to us. And this is why I don't like Song of Madness. So, normally what we would do here is we would have... Okay, I don't know why I can't attack that. We're going to go and we are going to switch over, because for some reason. You would use feathers to hit that crystal that's right there. Because that crystal is powering up all the enemies. Which way are we going? This way? Okay. Awesome. We're gonna switch out just for this sole purpose right here. So we can heal up Thunder there. Thunder is healed, and now we're gonna go in. Alright, this is a fun one, because we want to try and go after these. These guys right away, there's Whispering Deaths. Because otherwise, they're very hard to hit. Where is the other one now? I do not... Ah, there you are. Okay, we're gonna get one more Whispering Death that's gonna spawn in the same area. They're very hard to see otherwise. They're very hard to get. They can, like... Perfect, then we'll get you. Ow. Come on. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what hit me, to be completely honest. Oh, there's a Vermilion over here. Alright, that was very slow, unfortunately, but there was nothing I could do. And there we go. Sometimes it just works like that. This is why Dark Valley is by far the worst area in the entire game. And just because those crystals power up the enemies, and it's not good.
Dark Valley.
Alright, so now we're going on to the next area. Or the next level, I should say.
The depths.
The depths. This one isn't as hard. There's no fights as far as I can remember. There are no fights in this area. It's just a lot of going forward. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of the next area. That's fine. There is a skip in this. There is another height glitch. It's like pretty early on too. It can save you quite a bit if you do it correctly. It saves quite a bit of time. We have to do this fight every time. I'm just gonna stand the distance right there and just let it hurt itself while I stood. Once again, it's hurting itself, so I'm just gonna help it. And then 3 more, it's just gonna be 3 more of those guys. You want to hurt yourself? Okay. There we go. And that was that. That was super good. Now we have to go around and hit that crystal. We're going to be using that crystal to our advantage later on once we get back going. The first thing, though, we're just going to use it because we need to. We're going to hit it. We're going to go up here. We're going to hit it. And then we're going to go this way. I never know where to start with these guys. This is one I actually don't know where the enemies spawn in at. We're gonna do some skrill action here, so we're gonna get Wu and Wei. Cool. And we have an, Really? Why can I not hit you? Where are you? There you are. Perfect. We'll take that. We'll take that any day. So now we're gonna go over here and we need to hit the switch, so we're gonna maybe hit it. And then we have this now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use that first crystal that we used to get over here. We're gonna use that to our advantage, and we're gonna go off of it, and we're gonna gain some height off of it by going on top of it. So we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna get on top of the crystal here. Perfect. And then we're just gonna fly down there, maybe. Others, why are you out? There we go. It wouldn't let me go. Alright. And like that, we are going on to the level that I was talking about earlier. And that is going to be... There are no fighting sequences, but there are a lot of spikes. A lot of spikes. They won't hurt you. They aren't instant death, luckily for us.
Hard rock.
Meteors are falling from the sky, and health crystals are laying about, but if you die, then they don't come back. That is the challenge for this level. We're gonna get rid of feathers, and we're gonna bring in thunder, and we are off. Our first fight here. Got two of them in one, that's really good. That Flightmare had nothing to do with this fight. He just decided to join us for no reason whatsoever. Alright, and like that, we are done with that fight. We're gonna go up here. Flightmare, please leave me alone. I don't want to deal with you. So now we're gonna go up this way. The game expects you to wait, but as long as I know where I'm going, I'm going this way, up this way, and still up more. The camera will turn eventually. Follow me because I went the exact way that I was supposed to. Okay, we're switching to Ruin Way here. So now we can switch back over. We're hoping for some of those. Yep. This way. Perfect. Alright. So this one, we're gonna have a lot of snow wraiths, which is fine because there are some of the easier ones. Our next snow wraith is gonna be over here. Our final snow wraith is over this way. Alright. Go up here and finish up the level. And then we're going on to our next boss. Our next boss is actually not that difficult. Super, super fast boss fights, but it's also another time when donations could be read. But yeah, it's a very, very, very simple boss fight.
Dark Valley.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be attacking it normal, but then it flies up into the air, and then it's going to come back down, and when it comes back down, it's going to... we're going to be using feathers to hit one of the crystals, so then it will... I'll be able to attack him a lot faster, because when the crystal is out, you aren't able to attack it all. Attack it. Feathers, I don't need you right now. So you can see how fast his health drops down. So now we're going to switch over to feathers. And we're hoping for it to be one of these two, right over here. These are the fastest ones. If not, it's going to be this one down here. There we go. Now we're going to switch back over to Thunder again. Okay, Feathers, I need ya. Feathers, please. Perfect. And this should be the last one. We'll just finish off. Perfect. And that's the fight. We're going to go all the way down here, because this is the way that we're going to have to go. And we are going to finish up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, now we're going to go on to King's Realm. I had to think of how he says it. King's Realm. We're going into King's Realm, and King's Realm has a lot of different skips.
Dark Valley.
Like a ton of skips. So, we are on the final world. There's only 5 more levels total. And then we will be able to,
King's Realm.
beat it. Alright, so, this one is not the greatest. However, there's something very unique about this level, and that is we are not able to use air attacks. We can only use our projectiles. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be controlling feathers for most of this, because feathers, as I found out, has some of the best attacking for the entirety of all the moves. There we go. We're gonna go back over. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I cannot...
Attack these rocks to destroy them.
can't attack those rocks. There we go. Whew. I was stuck. Normally you would want to stay over here, but you can't. I couldn't, I should say. Alright. So this is the first time you're going to see me use Feather's attacks. But with the aerial, Feather's attacks are just unstoppable. So we're gonna be using Feathers just in this level alone, and this Feathers alone, this level alone, because of how strong the attacks are in this level. Please! Really? There we go. So we actually don't have to do that, but I just forgot. All we have to do is go over this way. So what we're gonna do is, well, we're gonna get the Skrills first, and then we're gonna switch over to that so we can get the Crystal Whip. Oops, not what I wanted. I wanted Feathers. All right. Now we want Thunder. Yeah. This area, this fight alone, this one right here that I'm doing, at the moment, is miserable. There we go. We got one more that we have to do right here. There we go, and we are finishing up by going up there. Whew. I hate that level with a passion. It's the only one in King's Realm that's not fun. All right. So now we are going on to 5-2.
King's
And
round.
5-2 is very fun. Because remember that full level skip that we did earlier?
Crystal chain.
Well, we can do that again. Here. I believe this is the one. I could be wrong. We're gonna fall down here. We're gonna do some flippy doos. Then we're just gonna fly through here, so we don't have to worry about it. Go up here. And we're gonna switch to Woo and Wei for this, because there's a lot of skrills. See, that's what sucks. So now we do not have Woo and Wei for the rest of the level. That was not good at all. So this is one of the few that we actually have to ride on the crystal areas here. Cool. We're gonna do it again. And then ride up one more time. Cool. Get on here. Get over. We're gonna fall down here. We have to break this. And now we're gonna go over to the other side here. And we're... Ouch. Okay, that was good. So, we just completely skipped having to hit a switch over there. And now what I'm going to do here is hit that. Then we're going to fly through, and we're going to try and get an ending skip here coming up. I'm going to fly through here. And start flying over right now, so maybe he won't follow me. We don't want him to follow us. He's getting hurt by something. We're gonna fly all the way over here, and we're gonna... Nope, we didn't skip it. It dropped me down too much, which is very unfortunate because this is a long and difficult fight. Alright. So normally what you would do there to completely skip it would be to fly in there. For some reason it just didn't do it for me. That's very unfortunate. We have to be very careful here, because if we end up dying here, then we have to reset, and I don't know where we reset. Okay, this is fine. We're fine now with Plowhorn. We're stunning them. We're gonna get slow movement to the end here, but I'd rather do that than die. Alright, we're just gonna hit that then. And the only person that can hit that at the moment is, Feathers. Alright, come on. Whew! Alright, that was not good. That was a terrible, terrible level. Having to do that fight just really messes things up. I don't know why it dropped me down so much. But, so now the next level is the level that I originally thought that level was. And if I do it correctly, it's a little bit easier to do. If I do it correctly, then we will be skipping the entirety of the level.
Hoard of Riches.
Hoard of Riches. So everything is... Okay, this is the right level. Everything is sped up, and we do more damage, but so do the other enemies. Which is fine, because we shouldn't be running into a lot of enemies here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. Our first enemy spawns right here. And we're going to fly over here. We're going to attack that. We're going to fly back over here. We're going to get another enemy right here. Or no, another enemy is right there, and our last enemy is a Dremelian that spawns right here. Perfect. So now we're gonna fly down there, we're gonna go all the way over here. We're gonna stand right here, and hopefully, if I do this correctly, we're gonna be skipping over a small cutscene that happens right here. Perfect. That's one cutscene skipped, and now we're going to go down here, and we're going to hopefully hit that. There we go. We're going to fly over here. We're going to switch back over to Thunder. Then we're going to stand right here. We're going to wait for it to bring us up. And we're going to go over this way. We're going to go up, and then we're just going to attack. I need to focus a little bit here. So I'm going to go up here on purpose. Now I'm going to... Oh, you jerk. That's fine, luckily we're close. Okay. First set done. And second set done. That, like I said, that one's a lot easier than the other level skip. Alright, so now we are going on to the last two levels of the game. This level has a lot of spikes, a lot of spikes, a lot of spikes.
King's Realm.
And there's just a lot of changing up. It's basically almost impossible for me to die on these last two levels of the game.
Overload.
Here we go. We're sped up, and there are meteors falling, which isn't bad for us at all. I don't understand why it's supposed to be that hard. And so, here we go. This is our second cutscene that we cannot skip. Just that. I don't know why they want us to see that, but we do. So there's a lot of changing stuff. It'd be a lot more fun if it was changing as we were, like, going. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Now we have a fight. Alright, 3 more enemies. We need to move out of the way of him every chance that we can. Perfect. Because we cannot lose Patch here. Or not Patch. Sorry, Thunder. So it is possible to fall underneath this. It's pretty funny when it does happen. I'm just switching over to somebody else, so now I can switch back. Alright, so, like I said, there's a lot of spikes, a lot of spikes. Ah. So hopefully I don't die here. And there we go. That is the end of that level. And now we are going on to the final fight, and the final fight we are going to be using Plowhorn, because Plowhorn does the most damage to the enemies.
King's Realm.
Alright, so this final boss is very long and very boring. It is the final fight, however. So, unfortunately, we do have to watch it. There can be a lot of donations that are being read during this final fight. But the time won't be coming up until the blackout of the final, final section. After we get the crystal, the blackout is where the timing is going to come out. So this is the entire fight, except for when he falls down to the ground, and when we have to hit the crystal. But this is actually the fastest damage that could happen at this point. I need him to turn around. Thank you. So okay, good, that's good, that's good. We want him towards that crystal as much as possible, so he doesn't waste up time going towards the crystal when he goes down to the ground. It is literally impossible for me to die on this final fight. It's kind of anticlimactic. It's easier to die on the NA% run of this. But the challenge mode of this was that I'm losing health constantly, but every time I attack somebody, then I gain it back, gain the health back. Plus, Plowhorn has the best defense. That was really fast. Let's go. We're hoping that he flies over to the other side and not drops down. Okay, he did drop down, which is unfortunate. This is a longer attack. Now we're just going to do this over again, and we're going to do this 4 times total, I believe. But yeah, while I'm doing this, I won't waste time. I'll just... Please! Move! Let me move. Thank you. I'm not going to waste too much time afterwards to say this, because I can talk while I'm doing this. I want to thank everybody for watching this run. If you really enjoyed watching this run and think it... you wanted it in the marathon, I would really appreciate it. I love running this game. I love running the first game in the series, which is Dreamworks Dragons Dawn of New Riders. If you're interested in this run and thoroughly enjoyed it, then I'd love to be in the marathon. Alright, that's 2. Go back over here. Okay, we're hoping for him to fly over to the left-hand side. Oh, he's gonna do the... Are you gonna fly over? Oh, cool. We want him to do this attack. This is the attack that we're hoping for every time. Because that way we can get back to attacking him a lot faster than us having to wait. Almost there. He falls onto the ground this one last time. We're gonna go over here. Alright, we're hoping that he does the fly over one more time. That will get us a little bit faster. Fly over this way. No! Right, timing is going to be coming up very soon here. It's going to be after the screen goes black. After we pick this up. Alright, timing will be 3, 2, 1, time. Alright. And once again, thank you for watching Dreamworks Dragons Legends of the Nine Realms. If you really enjoyed it, I'd love to be in the marathon. And thanks for watching.